The statement reads, quote, "The BASL expresses its deep concern over recent attempts by state authorities to disrupt the local authorities' elections, which are mandated by law to be held prior to March 19, 2023. The BASL emphasizes that all elections are a vital part of Sri Lanka's democratic process and must not be hindered." End quote. The BASL notes several decisions by the government in recent weeks purportedly aimed at managing public funds have had the effect of preventing the Election Commission from conducting the elections. These include a demand by the government printer for the release of funds prior to the printing of ballot papers and the Secretary to the Treasury claiming that there are no funds available for the elections. This is despite a budget allocation of 10 billion rupees for the purpose of elections. The BSL states that the conduct of the Secretary to the Treasury, the government printer and other government officials and institutions over the last few weeks clearly demonstrate a concerted effort to bring the elections to a halt, thus undermining the franchise of the people and endangering the sovereignty of the people of Sri Lanka. Such attempts to prevent elections mandated by law represent an unprecedented attack on democracy and the rule of law and pose a grave threat to the electoral process in the future. The BSL warns that such actions could set a dangerous precedent of an unpopular executive or legislature to obstruct the allocation of resources for an election and prevent the people of Sri Lanka from choosing their representatives and leader. The BSL statement asserts, quote, "It is the sacred duty of the government to ensure that funds provided for the conduct of the elections, which are an essential function in the country." End quote. The BSL calls on the government and all state officials to respect the constitution and the law and ensure that the local authorities' elections are held as scheduled without any further attempts to disrupt or interfere with the process. The BSL is of the view that all attempts to interfere with the electoral process must not only be defeated, but all those responsible for such interferences must be dealt with in accordance with the law.